Welcome back to DreamLeague Season 5. We just had our first game here live from the Monster Energy Studios for the LAN Finals. And I say first game because we are in the middle of a series. We have No Diggity versus OG, and OG took game 1. And, I mean, there were some glimmers of hope for No Diggity, but there weren't many.
There were few. There were few. I mean, the thing about No Diggity in this game is that they tried to get the perfect 5-man catch with the Naga song, and they can't do that against OG. They're too disciplined. I do give them credit for going out of their box. This is not drafting like No Diggity ever has, so that's the only reason I really went with them. But they are not used to executing this type of combo. That's not like they normally go with Void, much more straightforward heroes, whereas this lineup they have to somehow make Night Stalker force the enemy to go together, but OG are too good for that, I think.
I think you said it perfectly, that they're not used to having to execute those combos. I mean, we saw really 2 big team fights. One of them, the Disruptor, whiffed
Static
his
Storm.
ult before, and the other one, the Darkseer, didn't have the vacuum.
Yeah, vacuum.
And if you don't have all those things together, I mean, those kind of drafts are really stressful, where you need like 5 different heroes to have 5 different things all ready to go, and if one of them's not there, that cookie crumbles. I
exactly.
mean,
it all relies. That's where we see the play was, you know, a beautiful combo as well. But as soon as the enemy has something to counter all these things, BKB, etc., that's where you see, you know, it just not being effective.
What do you think, Connell?
So we're giving credit to No Diggity because they had a little bit of versatility, different pieces. But do we feel like their overall strategy was different from what we normally see? Because you're making calls like
it's still
big ultis, big combos.
Yeah.
They have to land it. They have to line it up. I'm like the same thing with a Void, same thing with an Enigma. But they did pull out new pieces.
Execute.
But maybe they're not using these pieces enough because we were questioning the, you know, when they have the Stack Storm at the ready to put together with the Sleep, to put together with, you know, everything else.
Well, the thing that I wonder, the drafts for them, they pick a hero like Naga and put it mid against what they know is a DK mid. They could have switched up the lanes. They could have done something different, like even a carry Naga. But if you put that against the DK mid, you can never win that lane. Even if you gank it with Night Stalker, you can't kill the Dragon Knight. So it's sort of just accepting that you lose your mid lane. And Night Stalker was dominating bottom with the Darkseer. But if you're gonna lose mid for sure, you win bottom, and then top, you don't have any pressure by a Night Stalker there. And it's really hard to focus on bottom and top lane at the same time as Night Stalker.
Yeah.
You know, you want to focus mid plus 1 lane, but if mid is not gankable,
So their lanes were already not doing all too well, and at some point it was to the point where OG thought, well, okay, we are going to try to push high ground. This was around the 18-minute mark. They were going to try to push high ground at the top lane, and we have a replay of that, and we have the drawing board to point out exactly what happened. Spoiler alert, they are going to defend this. So this is where the first signs of life come for No Diggity. Pause, please.
Wow, that's power.
So
I've never seen this before. This is technology like something else. I love it.
So as you can see here, I don't know, is that no, the ult hasn't been dropped by Disruptor
but
yet.
he's really far out. If we look at where Synderen is, he's really, really far in, and they look like they want to go right now, but they changed their minds and don't go to Song here because the enemy are too spread out. Look at the positionings. Yeah. Like this is too big.
You won't catch everybody. I believe in this fight they are actually gonna glimpse the Juggernaut back. So we have the leisure of having the teams here. So we actually heard them during this team fights, like, okay, we're gonna go chase. We knew they were gonna do that. And you see everybody running that way, and then you hear Synderen say, sorry, Slacks, that, you know, I'm gonna glimpse No Chill back.
Can we pause right here? So this is why they lost the team fight right here. And look at this. You hardly get anybody. Now where is Darkseer during this whole thing? He's back here. He's like, oh, what? I mean, if Darkseer was right here, you get a nice vacuum. Oh, only about this big.
Yeah, that's how big vacuum is, guys.
I believe so.
When Dota started, that's how big it was for sure.
I'm not a guy that says this move lost the game, but this move fucking lost the game. I mean, this.
Well, they still don't lose Rax here, so they still get the defense.
But they lose Rax because look at what this thing does. It does nothing, and that's their entire lead up. They have to nail these combos. They might be able to do a little action right here, but I mean, without that combo wombo.
Now comes the song.
Here's a song. What are we doing? This is a song of nightmares. Nothing's
There's no Static Storm anymore.
I just want to draw on this thing for once. That's cool.
That's a nice happy face.
It's a good vacuum. If they had the Static Storm, it would be a little bit better. Yeah. And also the static kinetic field is maybe slightly put too optimistic. It should be more towards the other side. But
well, I mean, he just had to drop the static field because the DK was about to turn and kill him. So when they get out, I mean, either he dies or he uses his ulti. And if he dies, he probably didn't have buyback there.
And this is where the call comes in that OG is going to retreat. They're going to try to back out. We see the Glams back on, I believe, the Juggernaut. And so you see the chase, because the call for the chase was already there. But now you have Kezu already running back and forth. They still kill the guy, but you can't kill anybody else anymore because of that point.
They actually get more kills here.
They get a second glimpse here on Moon coming up soon, I believe.
Yeah.
Ah, that's the next team fight that we're going to discuss. So let's talk about that team fight next. Oh, we're still standing.
So overall, I mean, that team fight, after we...
Blown away by the...
we're going back in! Oh, no!
And back in!
Wow! Okay. So this team fight, this is the point where... Okay, so there was a brilliant wrap round. You know that no Diggity, they need to do something else, right? So they come in from behind. They're like, we smoke up, we wrap around, we can try to kill off the Phoenix first before anything else.
It's a good thing to wrap around, but they're also too late. Look over here. Like, the Rex is already falling. They're already going to lose the melee.
You know the saddest part is... keep an eye on Kezu, because he has the power. He has the vacuum.
Yep.
Play, please. And this is going to be very sad.
I'm ready.
Because the song is going to come out any second now. There you go, song. And vacuum.
I like how we slow it down just to really enjoy the moment.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark,
This is like
exclamation
Dota, the pings.
Everybody pings.
Yeah.
So no vacuum anymore. And by that time, I mean, the fight's already over.
What is this? It's not good. That is not good.
If there was a vacuum there, that could have been a lot better.
It would have been amazing.
So this is exactly what Dakota said. You know, this is their type of lineup, but they just the execution just wasn't as good as it should be. If you want to be able to pull this lineup off against a team like OG, you have to have everything, every minuscule chance you get. You have to get it perfect, and they didn't.
I mean, it's
It's also, if you put, I think Naga is a hero that needs to have a lane where she can farm. And she was getting very heavily out CS'd on mid. A lot of denies on the Dragon Knight. And he was 43 CS against 25, I believe, at one point on mid lane, which is a pretty heavy advantage. If Naga falls behind like that against fat heroes in particular, Radiance is not going to do that much because they have such big HP pools. The heal from Healing Ward, the Sunray, you know, you're not going to slowly burn them down because they have sustainability.
By the way, also worth a note, I looked it up on Dota. I think that was Miracle's first pro showing on DK. I mean, it's in the meta. You got to be able to play it, and I'm sure this guy with his 9k MMR can do it.
His Armlet plus Mech Rush.
However, that Dota is not up to date.
Pretty strong.
Is it?
I don't think he played it at Epicenter.
Yeah, call him out, Cheever.
I'm not too sure though. I don't think I've seen it.
Because Epicenter's not in. Was not in there. That Dota is.
Yeah, Dat Dota. Come on.
That Dota.
So I guess we won't be looking at that website anymore.
Congratulations.
It will be updated. But okay, so Dakota, what are we looking forward to seeing the next game then? What's going to change?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to be a broken record with this one, but I still would like to see something new from Diggity.
Okay.
I know they're not that kind of like run at you crazy Navi/VP style. They don't pull out the Wisp very often, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they change the bands, or what do you think? It's that, or they go back in trying to creep in some of their comfort.
Well,
picks
the thing is. The thing is that OG have so many things they can play that they are comfortable no matter what you throw at them. If you ban 2 heroes, they can still make tons of good strategies around that. Whereas no Diggity, if you remove Void immediately and Enigma, these are 2 heroes they really pivot around in their drafts. So I just think they're in a disadvantage here against OG. They're going to have to go crazy.
I mean, I remember a while back, I want to say it was MDL, but when OG and EG faced off in a grand final, EG took them down pretty convincingly, letting them have something like the Wisp all the time. But EG were able to pick up something like the Enigma to be able to battle against it. And I don't think OG are going to be making mistakes like that again. So you're going to have to find another, weakness in the strong armor of OG.
I'm pretty positive OG are going to ban the 2 identical heroes again.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way they change up those bans because they just play it really great. Interesting as well to see that no Diggity did not go for the Invoker the entire draft there. It was available as a last pick, but they wanted to play this Naga combo with the Silence of Disruptor, which I can get behind, but they just need something more active, I think, from Koikwa.
Maybe they didn't have enough to pair with the Invoker, nothing to really set up the Sunstrike, I don't think. I'm not, not that I can recall.
Not much things, that's true. They do always play it with, something like Bane and Void and tons of setups. Someone made a highlight reel of Koikwa's Invoker, and the highlight reel was 80% hitting Sunstrike on stun targets, and people are like, what is this? He plays a great Invoker, but the highlight reel was just terrible, because it was just, oh, you Sunstrike on a Nightmare. That's great. Well done.
Congratulations.
Well, I know one tournament that Waga's not getting invited to. He just trashed somebody's poor highlight reel. Somebody's upset. Jeez.
Please.
Please.
There was another one of DreamLeague, was it?
No, thank God.
Just checking.
BTS garbage. I don't
Please.
Little guy.
I've already been there. We're good.
Schmuck. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen the next game. It seems like I would like it more if No Diggity had a draft that they didn't need so many variables to go well in their way. It really seemed like in that last game, they had to do so many things to make it work, whereas OG was just playing Dota. They didn't have to do anything. They just pushed, and that was it.
And despite that, they still seemed like very careful. Yeah, they were very far ahead. And at some point, they took the racks mid. But instead of just, so there's some teams that we just go and just take tier 4s and just start fighting. They were like, no, we have to back off. They respected the lineup and the potential of No Diggity's draft for sure. Is there anything you'd like to see different from them this game, even though the plan that they had worked out from OG, yeah?
I would like them to respect it a little less.
Okay.
Maybe make some more mistakes. Maybe have some more fun games. Throw some games for us, OG.
No, OG are definitely not in the mentality of throwing. We're at an advantage point where we can sit here and listen to the players during the games, and it's really fun hearing them take the second racks on mid lane. After that, they're just like, no, let's back. We can be safe.
Yeah.
Like they have discipline even against a team that they're dominating this game.
Maybe one game up, opening round of this event. You're invited. Maybe now they can pull out some new innovation that they've already shown before. We were talking about the recent Moon Centaur play.
Yeah.
Let's see something fresh. Why not, If I had to pick something for OG to show me.
And you are already one game up, so this is the game to do it in.
I don't know. In any form of playoff, though, you don't really get to the point where you want to, let's bring something new, something exciting.
Oh, come
every
on.
Game, no,
Don't
I
spoil
think
our
so.
hopes, Waga. Please.
I'm spoiling it, Cheever, because this is not a group stage.
I know.
All right, let's talk about these bans. As you said, Waga, you didn't see them changing their ban strat at all. It's going to be a Void. It might be another
both
Enigma.
are going to be, I think, even
exactly the same?
Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, they go for the Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? No Diggity have the first pick, and they might want to get that BM for themselves.
Well, they can't handle that beam.
Yeah,
call.
that's sick Immortal. I was looking at the Immortal pick. I was like,
that
that's
was
why
a little bit
straight
like
up
a
Dragon
Sonic
Ball Z
Wave.
Piccolo
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the
beam right there.
But there's a
Special
Sonic Wave in
beam.
there too, somewhere.
Huh?
The Sonic Wave emotion.
Oh.
Yeah, Sonic Wave's in there somewhere.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Yeah, you're welcome. Glad to be able to add to this discussion. Let's look at the game. Let's look at the draft. So we're gonna probably see Enigma ban.
No, it's all good.
Maybe OG are like, you know what? Let them have the
Maybe
Enigma.
Beastmaster. They could ban Beastmaster instead if they want to, because that's
Oh,
also
yeah.
a hero that No Diggity play a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Waga calls it. All right, show me the Enigma. Come
Would
on.
you first pick Enigma? Come on.
Come on, yes. You're
The
comfortable
thing
with the
is-
hero.
the
If
thing
they don't
is-
take it, OG might. I mean, Crit
Yeah.
plays a really good dire side jungling Enigma.
Damn, the
Yeah.
knowledge.
And Fly is also a very notorious Enigma player, so I think Crit would be the one playing it here, but just having two players that are really great at it.
Or they
Sort
get
of,
an early Oracle grab. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
Sick.
Fly plays that as well.
Yeah, Oracle against Darkseer is really sweet, actually.
That's my copy pasta right there. How to
OG is
beat-
also the Crystal Main pickers.
What?
OG are also the Crystal Main pickers
That's
against
right.
Darkseer.
That's right. But yeah, you either ban Enigma or you pick Enigma when you're against No Diggity. So I think you guys are right. I think we're going to see an Enigma pick.
During Epicenter, by the way, Fly, I believe at some point had only played either Phoenix or Dazzle.
That's
Like
disgusting.
actually,
just seems to be
there
his
were like
trend.
8 games, and he like had played
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
Phoenixes and 3 Dazzles.
I think
or
that's how
something.
he like approaches these tournaments. He gets the 2 he's gonna lock onto. I remember
Whoa.
like Frankfurt, it was like a lot of Undying.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was just like I'll stick with this.
Oh,
But
there we
Doom,
go. A Doom
Can't
pick.
forget the Doom.
No. Well, we can't forget Doom. I think Doom was ignored previous game,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that is
teams
true.
did forget it that game.
So why pick Doom in this one? What are they hoping to achieve here? Usually when I see an early Doom pick, it means, okay, we want to make sure that they don't pick too many super flashy heroes. We want to
Well-
kind of control them.
I mean, Doom is just one of those heroes where he can farm up and he's always going to contribute a ton in fights. But you also have the ability against something like Darkseer. Darkseer is a great hero to just say, screw you, and you're not going to do your vacuum. The enemy team might rely heavily on that Darkseer in a combo. So if Doom gets a good initiation, you basically won the fight.
Okay.
It also provides, some versatility rather at the start. We don't know for sure if it's going to be off lane or a crit roaming. Yeah, they picked up the Earth Spirit now, but Fly's played Earth Spirit too. you really don't know if it's going to be as clear cut or not. So you have that flexibility to work with when you do commit to it early. Other heroes, and I think was also possibly ignored last game, was Nature's Prophet.
No, he did get banned out.
He did get banned out?
It was the
only
last ban, though. He made it through the entire pick phase.
Okay.
So.
Well, Nature's Prophet is not so easy to make, that much happen with unless you can really control laning phase, though. Because later on, he suffers from enemies that just run at you. He really does. And the current patch, I mean, look at the heroes we're seeing. Earth Spirit, Doom, Night Stalker. It's hard to be a Nature's Prophet in games like these. You just get run at.
So why do No Diggity continue to go back for this Night Stalker
You
early
know,
every
I
time?
was
Map
just
control is
thinking-
great to have, but...
I don't think I've ever seen No Diggity win a Night Stalker game. I'm just kidding. No,
That's not
they've
true.
won a few, but it seems to be their comfort pick, but I haven't seen it do too much.
The
Yeah.
lane wasn't too bad previous game, but it didn't do enough. It depends on what they have in plan for the rest of the game. And the vision is, of course, great later on, but you have to get to that stage before.
Right.
The main question is here, is you saw how long OG debated if they were going to ban out the Beastmaster or if they were going to ban out potentially Enigma.
Yeah.
It took a while. So you'd imagine then that
They
maybe
should
OG
ban
is
it.
not super comfortable at playing against Enigma. Perhaps. And why? I mean, this is a Yaps or Night Stalker, right?
I don't think... Well, the thing is, Synderen can definitely play Night
Yes,
Stalker.
yes.
He's famous for that hero as well. So they could go for Enigma still.
It's very greedy.
And OG might just think, hey, let's not get rid of the Enigma here. But I think if Enigma gets let through all the way, No Diggity will definitely pick it up somewhere along the line.
I'm not sure. Maybe they just want to say, you know what, we can play different. We can switch it up. We're going to prove it by not picking our comfort hero right now.
I would not
They
do
need
that.
him.
That'd be a poor choice.
Yeah.
Let's show everybody what we can do
We
here
can
at the
take
finals.
OG without... Or,
Oh, jeez.
well, they might just because Yapser plays Night Stalker a lot for them. But
Yeah.
with them having two players who can switch
Yeah.
between the Night Stalker, I really think the Enigma Darkseer combination should be, respected then. And OG are thinking a lot about what they want to ban here, so let's
Well,
see. Digging
And
deep in their
they
time.
removed the Tinker previous game in the second ban phase as well. It's one of those heroes that if you want to go high ground, he's the one that can really drag it out and can really force out those mistakes. So
Koikwa plays it really well as
yes,
well.
he does.
He used to play a ton of Tinker back in
my God.
the...
In the time
TI4
when he was
area.
in Team
Yeah, on Liquid.
Tinker.
It was back when Excalibur was playing as well with Fnatic.
And he was in Team Tinker.
that's
See?
when
shit.
Tinker was just...
Wow, interesting. They're going to ban out Naga. Was Naga
Okay.
that much of a threat last game?
Maybe they
Well,
just
you
want
know,
to...
Darkseer Naga is just a,
Yeah.
a classic combo.
All right.
Maybe they're like, okay, they
You don't wanna
needed
play
one
Naga
game
game.
to learn the combo. Now we're not
Now
going to
they
give it
got
to them. Because they did not execute it properly.
did.
They did not.
I feel that OG don't really have to worry about the Naga combo, I think, because they have good positioning most of the fights.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, removing the Naga, they can go more aggressively and just dive in.
Yeah.
So they don't have to stay spread out and careful.
And they don't have to back off. They don't have to play it as safe as they did previous
Yeah,
game.
and we did see them all die, as they were trying to run away in one
Yes.
of these fights.
Okay.
So it just allows them to be...
Oh, talking about that, Disruptor is still in the pool. And we saw that picked up in this phase last game by No Diggity. And it did work out decently, especially when they were defending their high ground. Are we going to see that again this game? Because that would mean that there's no Enigma. You have to then settle for that.
Well, we might see it. I just... I don't know. I don't think you need it when you have Night Stalker. Like,
Okay.
we talked about the silences to counter a Phoenix. It really didn't counter a Phoenix at all, by the way, in last game. Fly's positioning was impeccable.
Yeah.
But I think if you already have Night Stalker, which is an 8-second duration silence, you just can play around that.
You're fine with that, okay.
I mean, it depends, though. Night Stalker does so much vision, too, which is amazing with Glimpse. I mean,
That's true.
yeah. So, Dazzle.
Dazzle.
Wow.
Revealing that Moon will play the Doom
Yep. Moon Doom.
and Fly Dazzle. Who would have thought?
Dazzle.
It's an interesting grab. I mean, we generally don't see too much Dazzle recently unless, battling against some of these heavy minus armor lineups when like Slardar starts coming into play and stuff. But
Yeah. Yeah, since the Winter Wyvern Dazzle days, we haven't really seen that much of it, but
Yeah.
he's still very effective. And as you say, Slardar is a great option to bring with this as well. Evil hero.
yeah, your dire side, being able to manipulate the armor could be beneficial when working around the Roche pit also pretty often, or maybe it will be working nicely in tandem with a later pick.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But No Diggity's third pick up here. Is this where they got
This
The
is where they got the Disruptor, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, that, or they might have to go for mid hero. They banned out the Tinker, and one of the things we were talking about, like, while the game was still going on, and was,
Oh, my boy Rasta.
okay.
Rasta.
Okay.
So,
That's okay. I haven't actually seen them play
so going for, though,
Rasta in a long while.
yeah, a Rasta over a Lion, where you have two great heroes, great lockdown capabilities,
Yeah.
but the difference is one provides the burst and one provides the push.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to be building around this now moving forward, because the other two, Darkseer, Nightstalker, don't add a whole lot of push emphasis, maybe a little bit with Iron Shell, but I'm curious to see if they're going to ramp it up the
Oh.
next two picks, but
Well,
gotta like it now.
That's interesting. Isn't Shadow Shaman pretty good against Lycan? I mean, he's got an incredible amount of lockdown for the ult.
yeah, but either he turns him into a super fast chicken or he shackles him.
It's
only
pretty
shackle.
double-edged.
And if you're standing there shackling, there is a Doom that can interrupt you. There is a Earth Spirit that can
There are
interrupt you from
wolves
very long range.
that can
And
bite
you've got
you.
wolves that...
Like-
You're very squishy as a Shadow Shaman.
And don't forget, the Rasta words are changed. They don't have HP anymore. They have number of hits
Yeah.
required,
Right.
and creeps count as a hit.
Right.
So the creeps have the same amount, meaning the wolves
wolves.
can very quickly deal damage to that
Yeah.
too. I don't like Rasta against Lycan, but you know Lycan was picked after. So Dazzle Lycan here, a lot of minus armor,
Yeah.
painful.
Yeah. And they are on the dire side, so you can expect an early Roshan from them as well.
Boy.
And
Another
they have
big
the pushing
ultimate,
potential
though.
as well.
No Diggity love to work around these big ultimates, big cooldown ultimates.
They always do though.
Yeah.
That's the way they draft in pretty much every game.
Come on, baby. Show us something big here then.
But now they have the setup for Sunstrikes, dude.
Oh,
They got it.
That's
True.
what a life.
If
to
you
be
if you pick up Shadow Shaman just for the setup
for
of the
the
Sunstrike,
Sunstrike
I
setup.
think there's
That's it.
something wrong with you.
That's it, Shiver.
Hey, it's worked before.
Oy.
Well,
Oh yeah, has it? Really?
No, it's most the hero that you pick up to do the Sunstrike solely
yeah,
is
yeah.
Shadow Demon. That is
Yeah.
the one.
I love Shadow Demon. I
Shadow
feel like
Demon?
he's
Oh, yeah.
undervalued. That's my opinion, though.
Oh,
There we go.
We
Who
talked
is-
about Centaur, but it was we talked about Centaur for OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no Diggity taking a page out of their book.
Why is Centaur good here? Tell me.
Well, he's gonna work well with the Darkseer. I
Okay.
think the two of them. Also, I just wonder how they want to lane this now, though, because they already had a natural pairing in their
The
Darkseer and Nightstalker.
yeah.
So
Another-
they're gonna farm up. They're putting the Centaur solo against Doom, but that's a lane that Moon Meander has played a lot of times actually.
Yes,
That
and
matchup.
won.
And won. He has dominated Doom as Centaur, and I think he knows the weakness of this lineup
So
as well.
this is an Era Centaur?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
I
The
mean,
other good thing the Centaur brings is great disengage, too, with that
Yeah.
ultimate. Obviously, if you get an Ags, it
It's pretty
obviously
good
brings a lot
against
of- But yeah, even if you get doomed up, just get the hell out of there real quick. You know, it could help disengage just as good as engage.
yeah, and that's the power. Like, that's something that Era brings to a team of no Diggity. He does bring a lot of heroes that he can play. He's super comfortable on them, but I just wonder, Era, like a carry style Centaur is kind of risky, so they need a really high impact mid hero.
It's a good shot,
in terms
Synderen,
of
by the
physical
way.
damage.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Synderen,
That's how he
it's
looks.
looking good.
Face recognition is.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a nice
now we
I
got
arm.
some
wonder if
Yeah.
that
Oops.
thing is good
Slushy
for
here.
a face swap.
Yeah.
Can we ask? We have a Snapchat account here, DH DreamLeague. Now
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have a request. If you can face swap Synderen and the Schitzel.
Is that its
Is it
official
called
name?
that?
I don't know.
Now it is.
Or the happy poop.
No poops a
Oh
happy
my
poop.
god.
Dude, that poop looks absolutely joyful.
Yeah, especially after losing the first game like that. I don't know.
I thought it was just chocolate yogurt this whole time. Oh no.
Like, you're adorable.
It's a shitzel.
Okay, so there's a lot of strength heroes on the side of No Diggity. They're
That kind
going.
of gives the reason also why they banned out the Tinker, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it
Typically
just a
very good against
solo? Are they gonna play a solo mid Centaur? They could do it.
Lone Druid Center mid?
Yeah,
or Lone,
quite well.
or Lone Druid mid, maybe. Or
No,
Quakefa
I
Center.
think it's more likely that Era plays the.
Isn't Quakefa a really good Lone Druid player? I seem to remember
Yes.
that.
I mean, Era is Quakefa is a good hero, good player
player.
on ton of
Yeah,
heroes,
yeah.
especially anything that wants to farm.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's that Rammstein music, dude.
Yeah, that is actually that probably works.
Oh,
I
PL.
should try that sometime.
That's a
Yep.
crazy pick.
Wow. This is just a crazy draft.
Okay, OG are
It is
bringing out
Quakefa
some
Lone Druid.
different stuff.
And it is Era Centaur. So this is our draft, guys. Game 2. I mean, Dakota, you asked for something different. This is not very orientated on the team fights. Is it enough? Are you gonna go for them?
I mean, Centaur is shorter cooldown, right?
Yeah, I agree that this is probably some of the freshest lineup we've seen from No Diggity so far. Fresh. But to be able to still, I don't know, I'm still going to side with OG. I mean, it's something new from No Diggity. I would question, though, their experience with running this kind of different lineup. So I just think OG is more polished and they'll get the win.
Yeah, I'm ready to just straight up agree with you. I think OG are going to pull this game, and I'm just curious to see how they're going to play the PL Lycan together. It's an interesting pairing.
Yeah.
No Diggity either knows exactly what they're doing or has absolutely no idea. I'm going to go with absolutely know what they're doing. I'm going to say No Diggity, even though they're probably going to lose. I just like Shadow Shaman. Woo!
I really like Shadow Shaman as well, and I really hope No Diggity can pull out a win here so that we go to game 3, but unfortunately I feel like I'm not I just don't see it happen this game. We're gonna find out if it is gonna happen this game. Time for game 2 of the series with OD Pixel and Draskell.